The Noldor afterwards came back to Middle-earth, and this tale tells mostly of their deeds. Therefore the names and kinship of their princes may be told here, in that form which these names later bore in the tongue of the elves of Beleriand. Midiel would become weary and tired, and languishing in the body after bearing Feanor, did choose to leave the physical form and travel to the halls of Mandos, to remain in his realm in peace. And as time passed, Feanor grew older and pained, and Finwe, living in Lost, became lonely and sorrowed for his Midiel. Tired of waiting for her return, for though his love gave him patience, many years passed, and he became deeply saddened by her absence. And wishing to have more children, Finwe beseeched the Valar to help.
Midiel remained in the halls of Mandos, but by the law of the Eldar, a man and a woman, being equal in all ways, once bound in marriage, bore a bond eternal. That even in death could not be broken without the agreeance of both in life or death. And Finwë's petition proved very difficult to aid, because the Valar knew that it was against the design of Eru for the elves to marry more than once. Midiel's death itself, moreover, was beyond the norm in a blessed land like Aman, and the Valar were perturbed both by it and her refusal to return. Manwë, after hearing Finwë's request, thus asked Mandos to make an official ruling on what should happen to elvish marriages marred by death. Mandos answered that if the dead spouse declared his or her intention never to return to life as long as the world lasted, then the living spouse could remarry.
And in deference to the sacred union, a waiting period of no less than 10 Valiant years would have to pass between the dead spouse's declaration and the severance of the marriage. For a lost Eldar could choose to return to life and reclaim their place. Once married, the union was sealed for eternity.
It is worth knowing that in all things of matter, and through the rule of Eru, elfish males and females being equal, there was no countenance of master or servant, for each had a might as skilled as the other.
And with the 10 valiant years having passed, Finwe was granted leave to take a second wife, Indus, fair daughter of the Valar, and they would have many children. The eldest, Fingolfin, was the strongest and most valiant of the sons of Finwe and Indus. And having different mothers, he and Feanor, his elder half-brother, would never find a closeness to each other. And the love lost between the brothers would settle as a physical divide in the house of Finwe and the tribe of the Noldor.
Living ever bound to his grief as anger and darkness would fall in his heart and soul, a darkness so insipid and merciless. It would carry a mark of treason and treachery. And with no love for his brothers, no affinity or tolerance, Feanor would burn a scar of rivalry into his thought, and so would fall prey to the evil machinations of Melkor. Melkor, whose long-held greed and wants would secretly whisper his hatred into the ear of each brother, sowing seeds of mistrust into their hearts, and plans softly, each driving the other the walls of Tidian.
For Feanor resented the sharing of his father's love with Indus and her children, and grieved the bond of mother and son. And his lament and great sorrow would spark a heinous intent, and he would give in to his own contempt for one he hated far more than his brother. And though Fingolfin would bear love for his brother, in vain it would fall as drops of ice on Feanor's heart.